morning, everybody. It's the man, it's the myth, it's the legend, it's Beso Profondo. And I'm here today to talk about why you should be more of an optimistic than a pessimistic, yeah. Or stay positive no matter what, because that's your only way of escaping negativity, really. So, I grew up with a mom and a dad that, pretty much a dad that's, he's a straight optimistic. My father pretty much took care of me my whole life. And he never left my whole life, you know what I'm saying? Where my mom, I don't hold it against her. She was walking in and out of my life, you know. But that taught me in life, it taught me I had a double-edged sword. It's either you're going to be a optimistic or a pessimistic. And that's why I always chose to be an optimistic. You know what I'm saying? Like credibility, I get that credibility to my dad because he was tough on us when we were growing up. You know what I'm saying? I got beat a lot, and when I used to get beat, I didn't really have nobody to run to, and that made me more of a man. And I have a mom I love my mom, but she never not the positive type of person, you know? Like with my mom, like racism pretty much ran her whole life. Like that's why I always chose to be somebody who never thought about racism in like a light of controlling my life and always thinking positive, because I have a mom who, like, racism completely controlled her life to the point where, you know, it affected the funds, it affected her life quality, it affected the quality of her life pretty much. But that's why I chose always to put it last, you know? Like, I never would, this is why I don't celebrate racism. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind if somebody comes at me and calls me a nigger, which I don't mind at all, because you got to understand, I grew up in the South for like a good 20 plus years. Like, I'm from Minnesota. I only got like 7 years in that state, and that's it. After that, it was pretty much Charlotte, the mid-South. So then when we moved to Florida, and that was the deep South. So this isn't nothing. Where I live at, there's a Confederate flag that's been hanging, a huge Confederate flag has been hanging over the highway, 75 South, since I pretty much moved here when I was 13. So I'm pretty used to that, and that's why you can't really put me, that's why I never ever was a negative person. I always think positive, because I always was put in circumstances as a child, in negative circumstances, that made me always think positive about things, you know? Like no matter what, like even a lot of things that I'm sitting here thinking about, like I did, like, always thought I was always a optimistic person. I never thought like negative about anything, always, because that's the only way you're gonna make it. If you don't have pure self-confidence in yourself, and the minute you doubt yourself, pretty much when you're climbing up a mountain and you look back, then you already failed. That's pretty much how that's looked at. That's like the conclusion to the whole thing. You gotta keep moving forward, and you can't look back no matter what's said to you, no matter what disgusting thing is said to you or did to you. You have to keep moving forward, and that's your only way of escaping a situation that you're in, you know, and that's it. Bottom line, I hope that you sit there and you think about that. Like and subscribe. Have a great day. Beso Profondo, baby.